if you would like to buy one of those wonders, I will try to give you as many information as possible on the machine. Okay, so let's have a look at the machine right now. Side by side, I've placed the 560 and I've placed the FS90, okay, just for you to see the difference. One is very cheap, about 400 euro, the other one about 1,300 euro. So what is the difference? Well, look, for instance, the head is very, very strong. This one is very tiny. The tube here is quite big. Here it's tiny. The engine is smaller. Where you grip it is different. It's very small. Here you've got many ways to adjust the machine, and obviously the power. And the power is something very different. Obviously, on a big machine, you can place many different couplings. On a small one, it's limited. But anyway, let me show you all this now. On this machine, we have a quite powerful engine of 57.1 cubic centimeter. With this type of engine, we can basically shred just about everything. It's beautiful. Here we've got the pump, in case you're out of fuel, you need to pump to start better. Here we've got a starter. Here we've got the fuel deposit, which is about 1 liter, and we have approximately 1 hour of work with that. Okay, a bit of a shame. Here we've got the air filter, which still we need to use tools to open it and clean the air filter. On the Husqvarna, I actually prefer the system of Husqvarna. You just remove a few clips and you've got direct access, because sometimes these get damaged. Apart from that, what we have on the bar, we obviously have this, the security, to accelerate the machine, and here we've got the stop button to stop the machine. The accessories that come with that machine are obviously the shredding blade. That's what I use most often because I work in forest. Here we've got the mark that tells us when we have to change it. When we reach that point, it needs to be changed. That's the protector that comes with it. What I like about that protector is that it's very strong. It's actually reinforced at the back, and I say that because comparing to Husqvarna, it's just a simple protector. It's not reinforced and it breaks all the time. So this one is actually very heavy duty. It's very, very nice. In case you don't work in forest and you want to work in your garden, stuff like that, obviously you can use the wire, and that's the protector that comes with it, which will cut the wire here. So it's we change it, and that's it. It's done. There's also a third protector that comes with it if you want to fit a circular blade, in case you want to cut trees. Personally, I never use that one because obviously I've got a chainsaw, so I go, I remove everything I need to remove, and if I need to take down the tree, I will use the chainsaw. Okay. Now I will show you another thing that's a bit strange on this machine. These are those bolts. I will show you a close-up. So here you will see that I've changed 3. I'm not too sure why. It's a very special key. It's not Allen. It's not Torx as well, but I don't know what it is. So if it gets loose, to fit it back, it's actually a problem. So I actually to change the bolts, fit Allen, and place some, some kind of silicone to make sure it doesn't unscrew. Okay, that's a bit of a downfall. I'm not too sure why if they use that kind of screw. I will show you a close-up anyway. Okay, the head as well, you don't have to grease it, although if you want you can. There's a very little hole here. You can unscrew it and put a bit of grease inside if you want to. The machine, of course, comes with its own harness from Stihl, which I don't use because I don't like the way it adjusts on the body. I prefer to use the Husqvarna. If you look at my other videos, you will see that I've made a video about this harness, which is really beautiful. The only thing is, when you use that harness, there's some wear that's been done because of this. Here we've got the metal adjustment where you want to place the harness, which in fact I prefer the one from Husqvarna, because you can just remove one clip and you can adjust it wherever you want. Here you can't, you have to select which one you want. It's a bit different. So what's happening is this. You see this goes into wherever you want to put it. But what happened is, because this is steel and this is steel, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it on the video. There's some wear and tear. Let me see. I hope you can see it. You can see it get used here. So that's a bit of the downfall, but at the same time it's my fault because I don't use the harness that's given with the machine. Okay, but apart from that, it's just beautiful. So now we'll start it, and I will show you how it works. To start the machine, very easy. As I've told you, if there's no petrol inside, you pump it first. You place petrol, you pump it. Then if the machine is very cold, or if the weather is cold, you place the starter, and you basically pull, and that will be it. Okay, later we'll stop it with this. See, very easy. Regarding the maintenance of the machine, there's not really much to do apart from the air filter. You just remove it, and then you can clean it with a compressor. You remove all the dirt inside, and that's it, on both sides. And you can have a few spares just in case it gets too dirty at some point. Then obviously you will need to check the general state of the machine. Maybe sometimes the cord, which sometimes the cord tend to cut a little bit. Sometimes you have to change it. Apart from that, to make sure as well this works well. And as I said, the general state. Sometimes if you got some screws, just make sure they're nice and tight. If you got the protector that start to be broken, usually it's time to change it. Okay, sometimes we got problem with this as well. It tends to break with the stones, stuff like that. So just make sure everything is in order before to use it. What I like as well is that the screws that hold this, I will try to show you in close up. You got a little, you see a little rubber that's here. So this prevents for this to fall. So like that you can't lose it. Even if, for instance, it would get loose, you will not lose it. So that's a good thing. And apart from that, well, that's it. Maintenance is mainly the filter. If you won't use the machine for a long time, for instance, if you use it in summer, and after for the whole winter you won't use it, just empty the fuel. Because sometimes the gasoline will lose its effect, and then you will be left with the oil inside. So just empty it, and you'll be good to go next time you will use it. Okay, so now I will show you how that machine performs. So first we'll go on long grass, we'll go with the string, and then after we'll go on a very grown area where there's a lot of pine tree that are growing, stuff like that. So heavy stuff, and we'll go with the blade, and you will see that the machine just shred just about everything. Okay, so obviously if you got one of those machines, make sure you protect yourself, helmet, visor, because there's a lot of flying objects all over the place, gloves, protecting pants, protecting shoes. Okay, that's the minimum you should have. Okay, so let's start. Behind me is long grass, so first I've changed obviously with the string, and I will show you how the machine performs. Then later we're going on to the big stuff. As you can see behind me, there's a lot of stuff that are growing, pine trees, there's a lot of bushes, stuff like that. I'm gonna shred all this. So first I might put the video normal, and then after I might accelerate it a little bit to edit it for the video not to be too long. Okay, so let's see how it goes. As you have seen, it's no problem whatsoever for that machine. Right? So for instance, you see on this tree, I've left it because it's a little bit thick. So what I do, I just, with the blade, I just remove them, remove the branches a little bit, and then after with a chainsaw I just cut them. Okay, but you can see any small trees, anything, you just rip it off. Okay. Well, that's it. I hope that you have liked the video, and I hope that you will keep watching the next one to come. Take care of yourself. Ciao.